Hey people, Karina here. I promise you will feel 1,000% better after watching this video. As you can see the title below, a lot of people want the answer to this question, or they want to know why this phrase. But I'm pointing down low so you can say, hey, whatever the title is right now, I know this is something people have wondered about, thought about, or maybe couldn't find the answer to and just brushed it aside and then just took ownership of dumb thoughts that were projected at them by somebody else. You know what? You are not other people's opinions of you. So sit your butt up, wipe your tears, get your cup of coffee, wine, whatever you do. Make it do what it do, baby. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get into this video. Real life scenario exclusive. Okay? Sometimes in life you will meet people who have been in your same predicament, or maybe y'all are in the same exact situation at the same time. And it seems as if y'all are encouraging one another, but when both parties who are friends or frenemies, you can only know the difference as time goes on. I mean, because sometimes people are getting more and more successful at lying that, you know, they will make you to believe that they are who they say they are, but bump all that is the way you can tell that they're not all of that, what they say they're all of that. Okay, first off, if two people in the same situation, two women, I'm gonna say two women, it could be two guys, I'll just say from the ladies' point of view, two women in their 30s, both wanting the same things, both been with someone in their life for more than 5 years, both been in the same situation where they felt as if they were not being treated or accepted or loved the way that they needed to be loved. Two girls, two women in the same exact situation. One may be a little bit older than the other, but in the same exact situation. Two women make two different choices with two different outcomes. And the one that felt as if she made the conscious decision to trap the man if plan A didn't work, she tried plan B, and plan B was not the most favorable outcome. So before I get into this deep real life scenario, let me tell you like this, ladies, if you have a friend that you think that gets on your nerves, but she tells you what you need to hear versus what she thinks you want to hear, you know, then you got like a friend for real. You got a friend for real. Okay, because it took one of my friends to snap me out of this way of thinking. And she's a little younger than me. I mean, age does not necessarily mean maturity. I've known people who are way younger than me, super mature. I know people who are older than me, super childish. So it really has not too much to do with the age. It's all in the way you're thinking. So it's like this. Two women in the same scenario, two different choices, two different outcomes. I'm just going to lay it all out and let the chips fall where they may. Let me see, do I really want to get exactly deep into it? Yeah, I do. Two women. Myself and a co-worker, frenemy. I'm going to say frenemy because at first I used to look up to this person and say, wow, even though she's a couple years younger than me or whatnot, I was like, wow, the way she handles this and handles that in life. Sometimes people can appear to be handling a jacked up situation like professionally with cadence, and everything is just, y'all know what cadence means, okay? Exactly, everything on beat as the way it should be. Okay, it may look like that in the beginning, but watch the conversation of the person, of both parties who've been in the same situation. All right, two women, same situation. Here we go. Because I'm rambling, but I need to really get up on it. Two women been in the same situation. One is making the decision to love herself and say, like, really love herself. Because we all say we love ourselves, but I mean, when you really get it deep down inside that, if you're with someone for more than 5 years, and you seem to be the only one giving and living and loving to help and do stuff for the other person, and it seems like they're dragging you along, dismiss, okay? And that was something that was hard for me to do. While another individual stayed, lied to themselves, told themselves what is this and what is that. Now, my very good friend told me, because I was in a rut, and she said, this person is only telling you this stuff or making their life out to be this way. The chick that was in the same real life scenario as me. My friend told me, she's only telling you these things to make you jealous of her. But look at things for what they are. Don't always pay attention to what's being said. Look at what's being portrayed. Look at the real deal, what's going on. When people say actions speak louder than words, actions really do speak louder than words, okay? So here's the deal. Myself and the other female were both in the same situation where we had been in the same relationship with the same person for many, many years. Her response and my response were exactly alike in the beginning, confronting the other individual, stating, hey, look, we've been in this for many years now, and either we're going to take it further or we're going to dismiss. Yeah, that part got the same results. Both got the ring. Both got the I love yous, the promises, whatever. It didn't seem as if it was the same decision. It didn't seem the same a little bit shortly after that, because then it was like comparison. Oh, my ring's bigger than your ring, and and blah 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 blah. Bang! If you hear a female saying my ring's bigger than yours, listen to what she's not saying. Listen to what she's not saying. Bump what she's saying, okay? Because what she really trying to tell you is, I think I'm better than you. I have better than you. I am better than you. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Let me tell you why. Let me finish the story, okay? Second, time drug on. No progression after the promise was made. So, I, myself, took it one step further and said, I'm sorry, no date has been set. This is approaching almost a whole decade. It's a little over half a decade. But this is like not progressing, and we're not in our 20s, honey. Either you know what you want or you don't know what you want. And if you don't want something, don't drag another person along in it. My decision was to just chop it off completely. The other woman's decision was to go, when she took it a step further, she trapped him with a baby. Something I ain't fist to do. Fellas, if you watching this video and you with someone and they keep asking you about when y'all gonna get married because y'all been together maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years in, and you gave her a ring but you said no date, or maybe, I say 5, 6, 7, 8 because this individual stated that they, done it a year quicker than you. No, honey. I just, realized that I'm worth more than what I'm begging for. And I'm going to say that again. I realized that I was worth more than what I was begging for. Lady, fella, if you have to beg someone to do something that's supposedly in their heart, then chances are it's not in their heart. So I went through my depressed phase. I went through my sad phase. I went through whatever you want to call it. I went through all that craziness, okay? And I basically avoided this other individual. Everyone at work must have really had some kind of care or concern, or maybe was respecting her wishes by not telling me that she was pregnant. But then one of her I'm so sorry y'all for about to cuss, but I got to say this. One of her goof ass relatives comes there with a baby gift and says, could you leave this for so and so? I mean, oh, I'm sorry, was I supposed to say anything? Maybe everybody doesn't know she's pregnant. Exact words verbatim. Inside, I was angry as I held the baby gift. Everything inside of me wanted to just rip that shit to shreds, okay? But I did not. I just held it. I carried it. Held my head up high. Held my tears inside. Brought that gift in the office and was like, oh, so-and-so brought this for so-and-so. And this is supposed to be for them and blah, blah. So I pretended that I knew all along when I just barely found out that day. Well, basically, it was confirmed that day. It was hearsay going around. I just turned a deaf ear to it because I didn't want to hear it. So, basically, fellas, you better watch for this. If you don't want to be in the statistics of being a baby father on child support, you better hear what I'm saying, and you better hear me good. And no, I'm not ratting out females. I'm just saying only females who don't care about themselves, who have very low self-esteem, feel like they can't get nothing better. So they will try to trap what they feel that they have invested all this time in, just to take advantage and do what they do. And pretty much when they realize they made a mistake, they're going to take the child and leave, or they're going to see someone on the side. They're going to do something, because honestly, fellas, from a female's point of view, if we're not happy with you and we have not left you, but we told you we're not happy with you and you don't do anything to sit down and have a meeting of the minds to fix that, and you refuse to let her go, then 9 times out of 10, a female is she's gonna look for happiness somewhere else. I mean, women and men are not that much different from each other. I think people just want to make it out to be that they're so complex when they're really not. Men fall in love just like women fall in love. Just men are better at hiding their feelings of love than a man. I mean, men than a woman. Okay, some men are better at hiding their feelings of love better than a female. And I'm gonna say like this: not all women are like this, but a vast majority of them are. I'm making this video to let you know how to catch that and nip that in the bud, because I'm not pro female, I'm not pro male, I'm pro of do the right thing, okay? And if it's the wrong thing, let's not do that thing, okay? Let's not do the damn thing if it's not gonna be the right thing, okay? Yeah, I know you're thinking I'm outspoken, but don't matter. Let's get back into the scenario, shall we? Okay. Now, I was broken. I was hurt. One of my friends told me, you're gonna see in time that your decision and her decision reflects the way both of y'all feel about yourselves, in my opinion. And this is what she told me. In my opinion, I feel like you love yourself more than she does. And at the time, I wasn't feeling that. At the time, I was not feeling that. But I guess my friend saw something in me that she was going to speak on that would cause me to think. And see, everybody needs people in their life that are going to see the good in them and speak it out, and encourage you. Not when you need it the most. It's not that you're going to tell your friend, hey, I need you to encourage me. They just going to know when to do it. They're not even going to know when you're sad, no matter what. If you're smiling and this is really your friend and they're concerned about you and they really know you, they're going to know the exact time to tell you what you need to hear instead of what you want to hear. Because trust me, I was mad than a mofo when she told me that. But then I thought about it. I was like, how could you say that you see that I love myself when I didn't feel like that I loved myself? But I guess she saw something in me that I didn't see, and then it manifested. So I kept trying to avoid this other female individual who was like, oh, we did the same things and different outcomes and blah blah whatever. And as the months went on and I still kept trying to avoid this person, I felt like there was a tiny voice just inside. A lot of people call it intuition, Holy Spirit, the guidance of God. Whatever you call it. Whatever you call it, whatever I call it, I had it, okay? I felt like it was a voice from God telling me, do not avoid this woman. She's not happy as she portrays to be. If you be quiet and you be calm and you treat her with respect and you be kind to her, I will show you what it really is. So something ended up happening to where I had to work a shift with her. But I wasn't like on the floor waiting tables with this person. I was in the back in the kitchen, which is not even a job that I'm supposed to do, but I was asked to do it because I wanted to do it and they needed me to do it for that particular day because they didn't have anybody else there. And good thing that I like to show off my cooking skills, cooking skills to my manager, because then he thought, wait, she could plate food. She does this at home. Like in her spare time, she does this for fun. Ha ha. Except I'll get paid for it that day. So what ended up happening was the woman walked in and we had eye contact. She touched her stomach and rubbed it and gave me the side cat eye like, I won, bitch, you lost. That was the exact motive. There was a little voice inside. Again, be kind to her. And I'm going to show you. And I know that had to be God because everything in me was screaming, rip that bitch a new ass. Okay, I'm sorry. If you don't like the language, I'm so sorry. But that's just my true thoughts. I don't care how spiritual or anointed you say that you are. Everybody has those moments, whether you do it in public or whether you do it in the privacy of your home to yourself. Everybody has their real thoughts, and then you have those thoughts that you portray to other people because you want them to look at you in a certain way. Now, there's a difference. We need to know how we are to behave when we're out and about, and then also when you're inside, let the realness come out. Let the real you be the real you. Okay? Yeah, everybody has sins. Everybody has flaws. But the point is, as God let you acknowledge it, then you go ahead and you do your very best and he'll do the rest. Okay? I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? So, with the rest of the story, she touched her stomach. She rubbed it. She was giving me that side eye that I won, which I won. I was devastated inside, but I promise you, I felt like this peace inside that I just could not describe, that was like overshadowing the craziness how I felt. It was slow at the moment. Something said, go around there. Speak to her. I went over there. I spoke to her. And then she started showing everyone her belly, and everyone was rubbing and touching. Something inside of me just said, she has the most beautiful round baby bump I have ever seen in my life. No joke, folks. She really does. She really does. And babies are a gift from God, but at the same time, the devil can get all up in the mix and play with things and twist truths, and he can make something he can make something that's supposed to be so good turn it into a bad thing. Because there's times that we can get something, and if you don't know how we got it, it's not always a blessing. Okay? Kids are always a blessing, but sometimes kids come out of different situations. Some people get pregnant out of rape. Some people get pregnant out of, sleeping with somebody's husband, which is very unfortunate. And if you know people like that, or if you yourself has gotten pregnant and raising a married man's child, shame on you. That's between you and God. But don't dare walk around and act like you think you better than somebody who got morals. Okay? Sit back and you deal with that with your creator. Okay? That's between you and the creator, but don't sit there and act like God had something to do with you doing that. That was your free will and your choice to do that mess. Okay? So let's finish. Now, that was the hardest shift of my life, you know, to do this, that, or whatever, be around her. But then I went to the back, I felt better. I went in the back, I felt better, you know. And then later on, I ended up talking to my friend, and I said, you know what? I don't know why I felt jealous of this person, because we both made two different decisions. Yes, folks, you're jealous of someone in some shape, way, form, fashion, whether you admit it or not. Your actions will show if you're jealous. Oh, you're jealous. You're jealous. Promise you jealous. Anyway, don't matter. The whole point of the matter is, my friend told me, she said, why would you be jealous of that situation? When a woman is that big pregnant, instead of running around waiting tables, being married, finally getting married before the baby pops out, which, hey, you get married whenever you choose. That's your free will again, okay? But I've made the conscious decision to abstain from sex and abstain from talking to what I want to call it, no future seeing bums, okay? And when I say that, I don't mean people who like, it's not a financial status thing, it's a mental status thing. I don't care if you work at Burger King, Jack in the Box, Wendy's, churches, I don't care. The fact of the matter is that you're trying to do something. You're trying, I mean, you're going out there, you're gainfully employed. You're not stealing, you're not bumming, you're not doing any of the above. Now, not to say that I want someone who works those jobs. No, I do not. And I won't. Unless that's just, you know, the will. But God know what I want, he know what I need. My little sister used to say that all the time, but then a lot of times we say that and then we go pick what we want on our own and wonder why it don't work. But oh well. Back to the subject at hand. So my friend says, you're jealous of that? Why? Do you want, and she looked me dead in the face and told me this, do you want to be pregnant and married to a man that you have to support when he's able-bodied and can do things for his wife? And you know, you want to be married to somebody, to a man who is not, I mean, who is able-bodied and able to do these things for his wife and everything, but refuses to take it a step further and plan and work harder so that the wife can relax the last month of her pregnancy, the last 3 weeks of her pregnancy, whatever, however long she had to go. So I know it's less than a month. At this current time, it's possibly less than a month. And sometimes when it gets like less than a month, sometimes babies do come early, and I'm telling you from experience, because my son was supposed to be born May 30th, 1999. Guess when my son popped out? May 18th, 1999. So sometimes doctors can get close, but they don't really just know all the way. So yes, I know you're thinking that I don't look old enough to have a 19-year-old, but I do. And I've been kept and I've been learning life's lessons. So therefore, I feel like the beat down of body and life has been spared, okay? So it's like this. My friend says, is that what you want? Is that what you're depressed about? Is that what you're crying about? You don't think that you deserve better? That's why God's going to give you something so good at a time when you don't realize that it's coming. And you're going to be happy. And you're going to love it. And you're going to be thankful that you made the choice that you made. My friend spoke this to me. So I had an angry look on my face. But I'm like, you know what? You're possibly right. Okay, yeah, whatever. That's exactly what I said. My exact words. And then maybe 2 to 3 weeks later, it just started to really keep resonating with my spirit, and then I'm out and I'm about and everything like that, and I feel like that she spoke that over me, and I received it. I believed it somehow deep inside. I believed it, and I was very happy at the decision that I made. So looking at the other woman was kind of like, wow. When God said, face her, don't avoid her, I'll show you what it is. The vibe that I got from this woman, aside from her catty outsideness, it's like when I look deep into her eyes, through conversation, I sensed she was not happy. She looked tired. She looked beat down and worn. And this conversation just happened. She was fixing her ring in front of me after I gave mine back almost a year ago, and said, oh, if you just pray, you just pray. Wait, I need a demonstration. You just pray, you know, God will give you exactly what you want. He'll give you exactly what you want. Some people that mention God, trust me, they're not mentioning God to console you. They're basically using his name as a slap to your face. You better get this and hear this good. Why do you think some people go to church and they come out and they're not free and they never delivered, and it's like they're not blessed until, you know, they try to make you feel or think a certain way, and it's like, okay, as a man thinks, so is he. So that basically means if you feel like somebody else is in control of your destiny and controls when you do or don't get blessed, then you ain't gonna get blessed because you're putting your faith in the wrong person. Anywho, let's get back to the story, because I'm trying to wrap it up. I just have so much excitement in me, like, at this point, because a lot of things that was spoken over my life that was good by people who cared about me are starting to come out, and I'm so thankful for it. So now, this whole thing with the comparison and everything, I had to have this conversation with the old girl. I said, when she was saying, pray about it, this and that and everything. Okay. I told her, you know, our decisions, we made our own decisions, okay? I love myself enough not to beg someone to marry me. Waiting 7 years, and she says, oh, I'll leave it at 6. Well, in the beginning you told me it was 7, and it was almost 7 for me. So I rounded off a few months and just said 7. But it was almost 7. Okay? So she stopped in her tracks. She was walking and talking, but she stopped in her tracks and she faced me. And it's like we had a meeting of the minds. I said, I love me so much. I cut off sex from anyone that is not showing the promise that they want to be with me. They're not getting sex until a commitment is made. And when I say this, I don't mean, oh, I'm going to marry you one day. No, I'm talking about, we're talking about it. We go get rings. We get a marriage license. You know, be straightforward with a person. You may think that if you tell a person when y'all are speaking or getting to know each other, well, this is where I stand, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. You have a right to set boundaries in your life, and anybody that chooses to try to cross that boundary or try to make you change your mind on a boundary, they're not meant to be in your life. And I let her know like this, look, I love me, and I'm not going to let anybody make me feel bad for a decision I made. Because at the end of the day, when I lay down to go to sleep, it's me who has to deal with my decision on the inside. No matter if people applaud what I did or did not do, I'm the one who has to deal with the decision inside of me, the decision that I made. Okay? Nobody else. So I let her know I love me so much that I don't care what people think at this moment. I want to be with someone who wants to be with me equally, if not more than I want to be with them. And we don't have to try to force anything to work, because it will just work. People say there's no such thing as love. I think it's because these people want love upon their standards or what they think it should be. No. Love is not, okay, if I give you my coochie-coo because you told me you love me, and then you leave me, and then I'm sitting around thinking, oh my God, he used me. No, he didn't use you. You fell for the lie that he told you he loved you, and you gave up the coochie-coo. But that really wasn't what it was. He was just stalking you just to get you caught up in the mix. Okay, first of all, he will understand and try to get to know you. I mean, when you love, say a person say, oh, I love you so much, I want you to have my kid. Okay, how about you love me so much that you want to marry me because you want everything with me. You want to give me your last name, then your kids, you know, all of the above. But if the basis of us being together is your goal is to get in my panana, I'm gonna have to say nah, okay? Because I love me better than that, okay? I love me better than that. I'm being silly, but I'm being so for real, okay? I'm being for real. So, fellas, sometime, and I'm gonna give y'all this last few minutes of this video just for y'all. Say you have a homeboy, you and your homeboy, same predicament, both of y'all dating a woman, y'all like her, whatever. You are the gentleman. You don't want to have sex with the woman right away because you feel like, okay, I feel like she could be the one that I want a wife. And then your friend feel like, man, you better get that put down now while it's good, man. But nigga, you better get it. I'm get it. I'm hit it. Your friend, fast forward into the times, got his ass on child support because he could not keep his out of her, and you yourself decided to get to know this woman and you feel like you had to have her, so you wiped her and y'all had kids. Now, yeah, both of y'all got kids, but now he going to see his babies on the weekend or every other weekend, and you got every day and the weekend to see your kids when you get out from work, and your wife ain't tripping on you, your wife loving on you, fixing your dinner and stuff. Don't you pay your dumb ass friend no attention? Because all he is a low self-esteem having dude that feels he's the world. Because he got a girl's nah. First of all, a real man is going to get the heart, then get the nah. Okay? Giving her the ring first. And then she gave you the nah. And then she cook dinner for you every day. See, y'all dudes, y'all need to stop trying to date these women in Hollywood. But I'm good in every area, but I don't cook. If you want to test the female and see how she really feels about cooking, instead of buying her flowers, buy her a pot and pan set. Or buy her something for her kitchen and see her facial expression. Don't matter what she say, look at her facial expression. You can tell when somebody is excited on what you gave them in that arena. Not to say that it's bad and that we don't want flowers sometimes, but me myself personally, flowers die, and it's cool if you want to give me a flower, but I mean, it's like if you really want to make some kind of major investment in my life that's gonna work for the both of us, buy me dishes for the kitchen, man. Something that you don't mind eating off of, because chances are if you buy me dishes, I'm cooking you a nice meal. That's right. But I ain't doing it until I put a ring on it. Okay? Don't get mad. If she spent many years in your life and then she was like, go on, baby. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. For real. Put a ring on it. And you don't gotta worry. You ain't gotta worry. I know I sound ghetto as heck, but I'm like excited as heck. So it's like this. Everybody knows what they want in life, but if you stop listening to other people who don't want what you, if you don't stop listening to people who don't want what you want, then you're going to F yourself out of the greatest blessings in life that you're supposed to have. You got a friend that's a thought, but you want to be a wife, get the hell away from the thoughts, okay? Because whatever you be around all the time, you're going to eventually start acting like, okay? And if you a dude that know the value of a woman, and the woman knows the value of you, and y'all seeking each other out, and you want to put a ring on it and your partner got a problem because you ain't running around giving up the and getting the nah from everywhere, and then he come up with a STD or he come up with something that can't be cured, you know what I'm saying? That ain't on you. A lot of people do stuff because they want attention from other people. They just want attention. They don't want your heart. And I'm sorry I'm using song references, but this is what's popping up in my head, y'all, that's making this video. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here and let y'all know that if somebody is provoking you or teasing you, like, ha, I'm better than you because I got it quicker than you. Okay, I'm going to tell you like this. Our love is going to be like pot roast that been cooking for a long time. Don't nobody want no rush cooked meal. So if you decided to get a rush cook meal or better than that, you decided to get your behind in your car and drive off to go into a drive-through and get the fake stuff, you know, and then you get like busted, disgusted, stomach ache, whatever like that after. You can't fault nobody but yourself because you wanted that rush quick stuff. I don't want that. And since I like to cook, I feel like this. Slow cooked meals are the best meals. Some blessings seem like they come in slow, but these are the best things that you need in your life. So check who you calling your friend, and don't listen to that BS when people be acting like they think they're better, because honestly they're trying to get you to co-sign on their bullshit because they really know that they made a mistake and they want you to confirm a fake lie that that what they did is right and what you doing is wrong. So if you know deep down inside of your soul that what you're doing is right, bump what the people say that's doing the other crazy stuff, because there's always going to be somebody around you who is going to be in the same predicament as you, but then they're going to make a different decision. Now, if you should happen to slip up and make the wrong choice, it's never too late to turn it around and make the right choice. There's still people out there that'll love you with a child, but I mean, if you really don't want to face yourself and understand why you feel what you feel, nothing's going to change. So thank you to the people out there that was really my friends telling me, hey, stop acting jealous. Okay, cool. You know why they can say that? Because they've been in a predicament too where they felt like something was what I had. The situation happen to me before a long time ago, but I was not mature enough to handle it in the right way. I saw a friend of mine take a married woman's husband, and the man only left his wife because she couldn't have kids. Now this woman stuck with 3 kids, homeless, living out whoever house she can live out of, because she felt like she thought she was better than me, because like, I got it. I ain't concerned about what you got. I want to know how you got it, because 9 times out of 10, if you got it the wrong way, you're not gonna keep it. It doesn't matter. All right? And I want it the right way, not the wrong way. The wrong way I'm impressing everybody else. That'll make you miserable while you laying down. So I want to be happy while I'm asleep and while I'm awake. So tell yourself that. Let the chips fall where they may. Understand that you're worth everything that you think you're worth. And if you don't think you're worth it, then you're not going to be worth it. That's a mental conditioning thing. You have to tell yourself the good, or you're not going to have it. Because if you feel that way about yourself, that's what you're gonna make come into your life. So, ending this video right here. Talk to y'all later. Bye.